With Arsenal having spent £5 million to bring in the United States #1, Matt Turner from New England Revolution in the summer of 2022, let's thought that, hey, we had our backup keeper for the foreseeable future behind, of course, Aaron Ramsdale. 12 months on, Matt Turner has now left Arsenal to go join Nottingham Forest, with Arsenal now replacing Matt Turner with the Spanish shot stopper from Brentford, David Raya, on loan with an option to buy. In this video, we're going to discuss Turner's short time in Arsenal and the impact that this transfer may have for the team and the team dynamic going forward. So what's going on, everyone? You're listening to Gunner Central here. Hope you're all doing well. Of course, if you're looking for more Arsenal content this season, then be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an upload. So when Matt Turner arrived last summer, you thought, hey, we had our solid #2 behind Aaron Ramsdale now. Turner was the first choice keeper for the US men's national team, and at the age of just 27, he was in his prime. Now yes, when Turner did play, he wasn't outstanding, but he didn't really have too many bad games that you made him think he's not a good keeper, right? 7 appearances, and he had 4 clean sheets in those 7 appearances. He had 4 goals conceded as well, so he had as many clean sheets as goals conceded, which is, I think, it's a very good ratio to have as a backup keeper. Now it's very true that when Turner played, it was against very weak competition, Europa League competition, and we don't know how good Turner would have been if he had to come on, let's say, against now a Champions League team, right? I think the main reason that Turner was pushed out of the Arsenal team is the simple fact of us qualifying for Champions League football, right? If God forbid something were to have happened to Ramsdale injury-wise, how confident would Arteta be, would us fans be, to see Turner in the sticks, say, against Barcelona or Real Madrid, right? He's a competent keeper, but you imagine you need a great keeper in the sticks for Champions League games and even possibly crucial Premier League games, alright? Also, we must remember the fact that David Raya, when we were going for Ramsdale, at the same time we were looking at David Raya, right? Season after getting Ramsdale, looking at David Raya. So David Raya has been an Arsenal target for more than 2 seasons now. Maybe, possibly, I think more likely actually, this is the factor that has pushed Turner out of the team. Look, you think you're Arsenal now, you've looked at this guy for more than, let's say, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, you've been looking at him as a backup keeper, even a starting keeper, right? And he now openly wants to leave Brentford, and Brentford wouldn't have minded letting him go. They have some good backup keepers there that are ready to play the role. So Arsenal might have been thinking to themselves, hey, look, we could push Turner out and get a profit, a small profit, marginal profit on what we sold, or what we bought Turner for. We can sell him for marginal profit of £2 million. We can also go lowball Brentford and get him on a loan with an option to buy, which makes it's a safe move, right? I think the loan with an option to buy, I thought at first, when I first saw, I was like, no, just go get him, just go buy him, let's get done over with, let's have him long term. But now you think about it more, I think the loan with an option to buy is one of 2 things. I think it's either a very safe play in case, David Raya isn't all he's made out to be. He isn't as good as a shot stopper as we would have hoped, or good at distributing, or whatever the case is. But I think the main reason we've gone for a loan with an option to buy is of the outlay we've put in this summer already. Buying Havertz, buying Rice, buying Timber, over £200 million. I feel, it's a 3 million or 4 million loan that we're paying as a loan fee, so it's not bad at all. And we have an option to buy with 20-something million at the end of the season. So again, I said it's between 2 things, but I do believe it's just simply spreading out financially, and I think it's a really, really good move now, looking back at it, right? But now, what will this do to the goalkeeping room? Well, on the surface of it, you think it's going to be good, right? Give Ramsdale some genuine competition to keep him on his toes and keep him performing at his best, especially with the Champions League and the Premier League we're hopefully going to be challenging him for, right? Another way to look at it, though, is the fact that it may cause trouble within the goalkeeping room. Goalkeeper isn't a position you usually chop and change. You usually have your steady #1 for the season, your steady #2, your steady #3, and 4th possibly, okay? Now, me personally, I don't think it's a bad move by Arsenal. I actually like the addition of David Raya. He has a very similar mold to Ramsdale. He's a very good shot stopper, he's very athletic, very technically sound as a goalkeeper in terms of positioning, and he's a very good distributor, right? The problem may be, like I said, the dynamic of the keeper room. We just don't know. You have tons and tons of ex-goalkeepers, Shay Given, Peter Schmeichel, Ben Foster, thinking it's actually not a good move. Thinking it's going to, like Foster said, thinking it's going to rock the boat. But where do I stand on it? I think it's a good move. It's going to provide an extremely solid number 2 behind Ramsdale. This is going to allow Ramsdale to take nights off that he usually wouldn't have, right? Because now you, like late in the FA Cup, you could, if David Raya is still solid, you could have him starting and have Ramsdale focus on the Premier League and possibly Champions League. If Ramsdale gets injured, we have a very competent and solid, if not the same level as Ramsdale, of a keeper to come step in and fill those boots of Ramsdale. I remember when Arsenal was going out for Ramsdale and people were condemning the move. They were claiming that we had a perfectly good goalkeeper in Bernd Leno. Why would we need to go get a guy who's been relegated 2 seasons in a row? And within 2 months of the move, Ramsdale was a starting keeper. And people were praising the move, saying it was genius by Arsenal. So I think we've got to keep that in mind as well. So I think the move is going to only elevate the squad further and ensure that we are best equipped to attack on all fronts this season. I would love to know though what you guys would think of the move and how it will play out. Leave your thoughts in the comments and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.